Peepolorians. I'm Taylor, that's Lujack. We also got Giggle and Jet. And Lujack, what are we doing today?
We're playing Borderlands 2. So Derek was like, hey, I work nights. And we were like, alright, I guess we'll do BL2 with Jet then. And then Derek popped in and was like, hey, I work like later tonight. So he's just in here moderating the chat while Jet joins us for Borderlands.
While Jet plays Borderlands for you guys.
I mean, that's how it always goes.
Yeah, Jet, can you play less?
Anywhere in the campaign. Well, if I wasn't here, you would never make it through the DLC.
We've made it through games
we
before.
would have made it through the DLC. We would just been like 2 or 3 episodes.
Anyway, we're doing Mr. Torgue's campaign of Carnage in the Badass Creator Badassitude. Ready and go!
I swear to God.
We're like level 70 and it'd be like, oh, man, this DLC's so hard.
What amazes me is how you guys aren't stomping everything. You guys are like 20 level, like 40
we're
levels
level
above
70.
every enemy.
Okay, Jet, we're level 70, but we don't have level 70 guns.
You never asked me to give you level 70 guns.
As you may know, the opening of the first vault 5 years ago triggered a chain reaction that revealed more vaults on Pandora.
Ah, boy.
Vault Hunter, you want to hear about loot and packs and explosions? I'm Torgue.
Guys, the testing ain't playing for me.
And one question only. Explosions!
That's not a question, but alright.
Oh shit, what's today's date? The 19th?
Yep. Too many syllables.
Horizon Zero Dawn is free.
Bruh.
I better smash that while I can. Sorry. I didn't realize you guys were in the cutscene.
Champion of Pandora feeds the blood of the ultimate coward.
We at the Torgue Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome! It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find us #1 badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried. In the badass crater of Badassitude!
That's not what the area is called!
Badass crater of Badassitude!
It's actually,
that's what it's called from now on.
It's just called Idiot Crater. It used to be Idiot Rock, but then, like, someone landed there.
Welcome to the badass crater of
No?
Badassitude,
DBZ reference?
I get it!
Idiot Crater.
Who's got their audio on?
Not I.
Man, you're sensitive to a lot of fucking noises.
It means it'll show up in the stream, and no one likes
Taylor's
infinite
right.
echoes.
Yeah, that's.
But I had the stream on at max volume for like a second.
And that second, it was audible on the stream.
Yeah, it was audible, alright.
I could press the use button. It would be really funny if you activated all the stuff by shooting it.
Okay, so wait, hang on. Guys, the cutscene wasn't playing for me. Did that happen to anyone else?
No, it was playing for them because I was watching it after I got in.
Very weird.
Which was unfortunate, because that means Lujack didn't get to see it, and some who were watching it were like, you know, now is a great time to tell you about the new deals available on Skillshare. Bruh, I don't need a Manscaped ad right now. I'm watching the intro. Oh, it exploded! Okay, I probably should have seen that coming.
And started D&D. I made a D&D character.
Yeah?
I'm a grave cleric. I did not realize that I'm pretty much able to say to the DM, hey, this person isn't dead anymore, because I say so. And then once I hit level 20, I can be like, re-roll that d20, because I say so. No crits. Sorry.
He's gotten too powerful. He's gone mad with power. Oh, okay. Everybody in?
Hey, Sabojude's back.
Sabo!
It's so good to see you.
You know what though? You know what's crazy? I think Sabo hasn't been in the chat for like months.
Yeah, Sabo was like, "Oh, my phone, tablet, computer elbow is broken, so I can't use it." And I was like,
"My phone, tablet, elbow."
I don't know what it was, because I was like, "Well, then how are you talking to me right now?" And she's like, "Don't worry about it."
Oh,
dude, you're going like Borderlands.
My dog ate my homework.
With technology right now.
Jet.
She says she fixed her phone.
Jet, just get.
Good job,
Jet, you
Solo.
can go
Jet,
even
get in the damn
faster.
vehicle.
You can go even
Get in the
faster
damn-
if I'm driving
Get in
right
the damn
behind
car,
you.
Shinji! Get in the damn car, Shinji!
Dude, I am an alpha. I don't need a car.
Yeah, you're an alpha skag. I run you over with the car.
Bro, your skill is so weak, you do 0 damage to me. Get
Actually,
on my level.
it's because we're on the same team. But you can go even faster if I push you.
Not if I don't-
Increase
Yeah, it's
speed
because
to
you can't damage
maximum.
your allies if one of you's in a car.
Can we
Yeah, tell
run
that
over
to my
Luke
bullets
Jack?
when you're standing outside of the car, Luke Jack.
No, if you could, that'd be amazing, because then I would be a badass all the time.
Yeah. Are we able to run over Lujak, like, in our car? Because he's got that skill
No,
on?
we tried that before. Oh, wait, you might. But I think we tried that before, but let's try it again. Hang on, hang on.
Run
right
over
here.
Lujak.
Oh,
Bruh,
Down to
all
I bet.
right.
30 cents.
Or try to shoot me or something.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was sick, dude. That was a sick drift.
Oh, that was too much drift. Oh, so buttery smooth. So what? Try to run you over with the car?
Yeah, ram him. Just
Yeah,
ram
man.
him. Guys.
Hold on. That didn't. I didn't try hard
Seba
enough.
says, and now that my phone is fixed, I can check my email, so I can watch from other devices as well. Yay! Good, you fixed your stuff. Wait, can you shoot me with the gun?
I can shoot you with a gun, but oddly enough, I don't do collision damage. I just kind of nudge you around.
It's very interesting.
And
Yeah, congratulations, Sabo.
yeah,
Good to have you
congrats.
back.
What is that? Oh, that's that.
Oh,
What is
oh,
that?
It's something
Explode.
it's something we ran over.
You
Jet.
guys gotta ramp this. I'm not. Oh wait, I'm so fast. My feet registered as ramping this car ramp.
Oh my god, are you
beginning to
serious?
believe.
That is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, considering it triggered the quest flag.
That reminds me. There's like a sort of not an Easter egg, but like an accidental Easter egg in Borderlands 3. If you if you fall a really long distance or something, okay, it'll play like a special line, like what is it like? Lujak, what was it? It was like the ramping dialogue, but for some reason it didn't trigger very often.
Wait, what game is this?
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3. Oh, yeah! Are you talking about the one with Baymax, where every now and then he would be like, take that, you stupid robo bitch, you crazy.
No, that was a
I
different
shoved her
glitch.
into a hard drive, and then I blasted her out of the ship.
No,
Which
that
is
was a different
nuts.
glitch, where not Baymax, what is it, Bear guy. But no, there was
it was
talking
Balix.
yeah, but there was a glitch where...
Are you talking about Moe's with Iron Bear?
No, there was a... Hold on, I need to make sure my phone is silent. There was a, okay, right as the guy starts shooting, I gotta check my phone. No, there was a glitch where basically the dialogue that would normally play, there's like special dialogue that would play if you fell a really long distance. Because it was such a long distance, it hardly ever happened. Oh, no, it was supposed to happen when you jumped over gorges, like on foot. But it like just failed to detonate most of the time.
I do not remember that.
Yeah,
like at all.
I bet it's in our old like Borderlands 3
Preston, what would you
playthroughs.
say to those who accused you
Yeah,
of cheating,
maybe.
of rigging fights to gain your #1 ranking?
This guy's like a little Hulk guy.
He kind of looks like
Yeah.
Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing.
Then I tell them.
He looks like fucking Mega Blastoise.
He looks like a Mega Man X reject Maverick.
No, he's like a super mutant mixed with Mega Man.
He's a reject from the Mavericks. He tried to join the Mavericks, and they were like, "Nah, bro, you're too weird for us."
Whoa, look at that! I thought I
They
wanted to
have
push him
decided
around, but
that I
instead he's like,
launder money.
"No, you gotta phase through me."
What'd you say, Jet?
I was telling Derek that you guys have decided I'm a money launderer.
Well, I mean, look, Lujak can't be. I don't think Lujak's paying that much just for car insurance.
No, apparently.
Lujack, are you sure you don't just have a hole in your pocket that's just continually bleeding money? Like some kind of loot robot from an MMO?
Wait. What's going on? I totally just...
How did this conversation become about my finances?
Yeah, but Lujack, how are you paid 70? Oh, how much you get paid?
You gotta realize, Lujack.
Bro, I'm not talking about that information on stream.
But how many hours do you work?
Dude!
No, it doesn't matter.
Off-stream conversation!
How's that an off-screen conversation? I can tell you all this stuff.
Anything
at
involving one's finances is an off-stream conversation.
Okay, how many hours do you work?
I think that Jet works like a fraction. I think that Jet works like a tiny fraction.
I work a total of 18 hours a week at
exactly.
$10.20 an hour.
10.20? That's it?
That's minimum wage.
How are we?
So that's the mystery. Is that it's like, man, that's not even. That's not like that's only a part-time job.
Is minimum wage the same in every state? Is that a federal thing?
No, it is not.
No, the federal minimum wage is like the base, but.
Because like Jet is also in Missouri, so like, is the Arizona minimum wage the same?
Lujack, the thing is, federal minimum wage is, I think they bumped it up to 15 now, but states don't necessarily have to go by federal. They can make their own set minimum wage. Arizona is $12.15 right now, I guess. I didn't know it went up 15 cents. I thought it was stopped at 12.
It'll go up later.
It's $10.20.
It'll go up more, like to 13.
In New Mexico, where my mom and my sister live, minimum wage is still $7.50.
Yikes!
Guys, I have no idea where we're going.
Everyone just needs to be here, like in this area.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you got an instant transmission over there.
Yeah,
but you can't.
Derek, I'm up to. Remember how I said I put $60 into Robinhood?
Yeah.
I'm up to $417 in total gain. I'm waiting for it to drop again. I'm going to put all the money I've gained back into it.
My little bro got into stonks for a little while.
Are you all ever going to walk over here so we can start doing this mission?
I thought we were... Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be over here.
I said come to where I'm jumping.
Oh, in the middle here.
Trigger the mission.
I thought it was by that door.
Yeah, we've been standing at this door.
Oh, it's okay, so it's like a boss hole.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
What happened?
No.
I've told you guys you never listen to me when I tell you guys something about the campaign.
Dude, I love me a good boss hole.
I am sorry for not listening to you, Jet.
I will also sorry, Jet.
Also, something hit me in the right nipple.
Yeah, it was me.
Bad Peepolorians.
Lujack, you are Peepolorians. What the hell are you talking about?
Dude, I love me a good boss hole.
No, you don't. You hate those. You're like, dang it! I didn't sell my stuff. Now I have too many things in my pockets. Why don't they put a merchant in the boss arena? That'd be good. I see the red dot, but there he is. He's color coded to this.
Will he buy stuff at a high price?
I don't know.
I love the idea that you spend more time selling guns to Marcus than you do buying guns from him.
Dude, half the guns he sells are like
that,
shitty guns.
Do you think that he's just in a perpetual state of like he's stockpiling so many guns, like waiting for like the gun boom or bust or whatever, but like it never comes because everyone's just selling guns to him? He's like, oh, this is a bad idea.
His secret. He sells us only bad guns, so we sell him all the good guns, and then he sells all the good guns to other customers.
Oh my god, dude, of course. Where else would the guns go?
We also sell them all the bad guns, so it might be just being like recycled back to us.
That's where all the guns that we get from the bandits are.
Dang it. Jet, will you stop firing for a moment so I can participate in this game?
Well, it's not my fault you guys are slow.
We're not slow. You're over-leveled with overpowered weapons.
Check yourself.
Don't get a big head because you're over-leveled.
Unicorn bullets are bad for your health.
This is just a Monopoly problem all over again.
Monopoly problem.
No, y'all heard about that experiment with the Monopoly game?
No.
What?
Oh, they had like a bunch of people where they they had a game of Monopoly, and they gave one player, like, basically every time they rolled dice to move around the field, they could roll more dice, and they were given way more starting money. Oh, that guy just exploded. And so straight up, like, they could just play the game a lot easier. And after every time that the one who was given, like, a bunch of money and, like, extra dice won, they're like, hey, why do you think that you won? And they're like, oh, well, I made all these great investments. And it's like, no, you were just given better game stats.
Well, guess what? I wasn't given better game stats. I spent over 400 hours grinding my game stats.
What I'm saying is that we're not slow, you're just lower leveled for this particular scenario. And I think you need to give us a little bit of space.
You all are technically over leveled.
Yeah, but our guns are still relatively normal.
Yeah, our gear isn't over level.
Yeah, because like my melee does a zillion.
Go and duplicate this gun.
This is interesting. What does this even do?
God, guys.
Go and duplicate this gun that I just dropped right over here.
Oh, it's an electric grenade. Oh.
Oh, fucking cutscene.
Oh shit!
He's rigging the fights.
Despawns.
I'm gonna shoot a grenade into that.
What? Or not a cutscene? That's cool too, I guess.
The one gun I dropped you all that I could drop you guys so you all could duplicate, and you all didn't let me know you all were teleporting.
Why the fuck are we duplicating guns?
So you all have a gun that's not baby sauce.
Consider baby sauce. Baby sauce. That's just applesauce, dude. Also,
No,
consider for a moment that
you're not even good enough to be
Jet,
applesauce.
Dude, that's
Jet,
just Derek when he's having a bad day.
But Jet, consider for a moment that if we all had the like ridiculous Uber guns, that like I don't think we'd be able to actually see any combat in this game.
It was a Sandhawk. It was a generic SMG. It was blue tier at level 61. It wasn't a god weapon. It was just good enough to make you my baby sauce.
I just want so like a good
was
like doll
just
weapon.
Good enough to piss you off.
It's just good enough to not be baby sauce.
Just good enough.
I was upgrading you guys to Gerbers for life instead of baby sauce.
Gerbers for life. Upgrading me from Gerber baby formula to Gerber brand knives.
Hey, calm down now. Gerber baby formula.
Guys, baby sauce is what it's called when Derek rage quits.
Lujack, I know where you live, I know where you sleep, and I know what car you drive.
Ring it, bitch!
I know what car you drive, and I'm sorry about that.
Ooh,
Hey,
the
what are you talking
words,
about? I drive a Buick.
the words I could say right
Sell that,
now.
buy like sell that, and buy just like an electric go-kart or something.
Lujack is all like,
I don't
drive
think you
a
need
Buick.
insurance for that.
I drive a Buick as if it's like a 40s Buick.
Hey, fuck you! I love
Probably is.
Buicks.
Buicks are nice old luxury vehicles for like when you're 60 plus.
Yeah, mine's like a 95, I think.
Lujack's
For the
car
first-
is an
Look at that.
electric vehicle.
Guys, look at
For the
that. There's like
Guys,
a
for
big
the first time in my life, I have a car that's younger than me.
So now you can say you're riding something that's younger than you.
Whoa! Whoa!
Anyway, I thought this was kind of cool.
Bro, I like him older,
I was talking about a
personally.
vehicle. You all have the dirty minds here.
Guys, personally, I like older women with experience. That's
You like
just my
you like
personal
older women?
taste. Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what I said. You got a problem with that?
How high can
Are
I
they
fire
in or
with
out
this?
of the urn?
Shut the fuck up, Chad.
Well, if I
Shut
can't wear my
your
shoes,
hands.
if I can't have my cool shoes in this board meeting, then Chet can't have his grandma, and he just throws his shoe at the urn.
You know how Lujack likes him? He likes him
insane.
ashy.
I haven't seen the rest of that skit. I've only seen that clip, and it makes me feel insane. Oh, speaking of making me feel insane, if you ever want to feel insane, watch the movie review by Phelan Porteous of Christmas in New York.
Onward, go.
Oh, right. I'm not in the driver's seat. That might be important.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say, you know, if something you wanna watch something, watch World Doctors.
Oh, well, World Doctors doesn't make
Oh,
me
but
feel
dude,
insane,
seriously,
though.
Dude, go watch.
It does.
Yeah, it's
You
good.
Go watch World Doctors.
It makes me feel clever for some reason.
But no, seriously, go watch World Doctors and Archaeologists. They're so good.
Leave me alone, you bastards.
I'm following you!
Leave me alone!
Alright, let me see if I can do the bootleg turn.
It's from Finding Nemo
No.
where Dory forgets that Marlin's following her and she's just like, what, the ocean not big enough for you, pal? You got a problem, huh? Do you?
That was fun.
Do you?
This is an open world game. Stop following me. I'm trying to do the objective.
Deja vu, feel I've been in this place.
I know my character has the rainbow fine
drifting.
ass.
We're just drifting all over the place!
Say, guys, finally got the Butt Stallion paint job.
I don't know whose that is.
No, that's mine. I'm the
Yeah.
one who spawned in both of them.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if they'd already gotten it yet, because I know I got it. You get that shit off the Commander Lilith DLC.
Yeah, no, I was spawning in mine. I was spawning in the Lilith camo one and then the rainbowy camo one, and you guys could choose which one you wanted.
So right now, I just remembered the most like insane
give
news
you
from
all-
like months ago, but somehow it just dissolved into my brain.
Hold on, Mr. Dorg is yelling.
I give you guys 30 seconds.
What are you giving us 30 seconds for, Jet?
Until I come through and kill everything. You got
Okay.
30 seconds of content.
Taylor, what did you hear about?
Right, so it was a, there was a guy who was, I think it was the guy who made Dead Space, I think, and that's what got me psyched about it. It's like, oh, we're thinking of making like a sequel or something to Dead Space, but it's gonna take place in, no, we're gonna make a new game, but it's gonna take place in the PUBG universe. And everyone's response was, what does that mean?
What is that? Yeah, what does that
What kind
fucking
of
mean?
Now I could be wrong about the premise though, because we do know that Fortnite secretly has lore, so why not PUBG?
I think it sort of has lore. It's like weird. I don't know.
Wait, do they make PUBG?
I don't
Are they
remember.
the same people?
I don't
that's Epic.
remember. Yeah, I think they're different studios, but maybe they're
Yeah, it's
different.
Epic.
Maybe there's the same publishers or something. I don't know.
Unless Epic like buys the
Signed
rights
off
to
on
Dead
it.
Space and is
Speaking
all
of
like,
which,
"Hey, Dead Space is in the same universe."
man, I really want another Dead Space game, or just a remaster, because I want to play
Did
the
you-
original
I
games. but, like,
want a
for
PS4, PS5 collection.
Did you play the
Both.
last one, the Dead Space 3?
I've seen all three, but I want them like compiled and remastered into like something for PS5 maybe.
You've seen them?
Yeah, I've seen them played through, like twice.
Oh,
I should probably actually like play them myself because they're very neat looking.
Let's get a VR version of Dead Space.
Oh no, you're
So
playing
wait.
Dead Space.
so wait, you haven't played them? You just seen them like Let's Plays?
You
Oh, okay.
you listen to birds? You don't watch them?
You listen?
That's a good place reference. So hobbies include knitting and bird listening. You listen to birds? You don't even watch them?
You listen to birds?
I walk in the
You don't even watch them. Man, Good Place was such a good show.
It's good. It's very good.
Good Place was one of those like Avatar, Last Airbender level mind-bending TV shows.
Yeah, but not in the same way. I would say that The Good Place is like a philosophically satisfying.
Oh no,
show.
dude! I just mean in terms of like how it makes you feel.
I heard that the guys from I heard that the original guys from Avatar were considering making another Avatar show.
Oh yeah, there's a new. Yeah, I heard about that.
Not
They're
to be
supposed to be
confused with
making
the
a new show.
not to be confused with the Netflix pitch, which I expect to be real bad because no one involved in the original production wants anything to do with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a bad sign.
yeah,
They're
and I'm like,
making,
you know, and it's funny. I was like, you know, the precedent, right? We already tried doing that, and you know how it went. Even yeah, it was the movie that Shyamalan was like, you know what? After this, I'm not even gonna put my name on movies. It'll be a surprise. Wait a minute, I noticed that there's no director in the credits. That's the secret Muscatool we're gonna have for later.
Oh my god. Dude, I gotta say, like, Good Place, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and BoJack Horseman are probably my top 3 favorite shows.
Man, now I want. Now I want.
Through.
Now I want BoJack. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, it's a Torgue shop. That's cool.
Yeah, you gotta get tokens.
Dude, BoJack Horseman and The Good Place. What would that look like?
That's what I was gonna say. BoJack Horseman, just like. He's like, wait, I'm dead? Yeah, you, how would BoJack, what's the dumb way that BoJack Horseman would die?
I don't know, it would probably involve alcohol
poisoning.
Yeah. And then, like, no, he fell off the railing,
no,
his house
he
is on
choked
a big
on
cliff.
his own vomit, but the vomit was all cotton candy.
That makes a lot of sense, and it comes full circle. That, or he was, I was gonna say, maybe he was killed by Margot Martindale, but that's too obvious. Character actor Margot Martindale. You know, I love how he convinces Margot Martindale to straight up rob a bank. Where he's like, look, Hollywood doesn't have faith in actresses over 30, and I'm putting you directly in the driver's seat. And she's like, you know what, I'll do it. She nailed that role, she really did. I'm using a Torgue weapon that shoots electric grenades, like little pills.
Unicorn bullets are bad for your health!
What is with these? Okay, this guy is not. Aw. Bruh, he glitched out. I wanted to see him just stand there awkwardly.
Oh, I didn't see him, fuck.
Yeah, he was just kind of like, what in the. Dude, you killed these two guys and they just look like they fused together.
One of them is really.
Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot. That is so wild.
That's insane!
Note to self, I can't use shotguns because they're too inaccurate, where they just hit everything in the room once.
I mean, that's what you want.
You'd think,
but kill everything.
But I don't have bonuses to damage or whatever with shotguns, so it's better if I use something that has like a lot of magazine.
I can breathe fire!
Alright, I now have a an assault rifle that has 82 in the magazine. Oh, what time is it?
That's when you that's when you manually reload and you get Discord and then you just keep firing.
A little early.
Oh my god, I'm a badass now. That hasn't happened for a while.
Wait, what is this? Oh, it's a scoreboard thing. We got Piston, Brian Boy,
okay,
Motor Mama,
boy.
Pyro Pete, Vault Hunter. Okay, so we're in
Joe,
fifth.
was that you? That was you, wasn't it? Jet, stop killing me.
You were the one walking into my bullets. I said, come up here. You guys are
Jet,
just
you should know better.
A pointless fight. And then you come up here and run into my bullets.
Oh, I'll give you some bullets to run into.
Oh, right. I should switch out my, what was it? I got a pistol here.
Okay, so now where are we going? Anyone?
We're doing the mission that I told you guys to walk back up because you guys are fighting pointless enemies.
You mean Jet did the mission?
Yes, I did it because I didn't feel like waiting for y'all to try to kill things again.
Okay, I guess we did a side mission just now. I didn't even realize that we transitioned into a side quest.
You know, at least we get, I think we get Torque coins for this one.
Remember that mission that's just like, don't shoot the guy? And...
Oh, it was to shoot the guy.
No, I mean, no, there is a mission that is to shoot the guy. But no, there's a mission that's like an escort mission, but you can accidentally shoot the guy. And just like, Derek just unloaded. He's like, I got him!
I don't remember that, but...
Oh,
wait,
no, the one where you like shoot him in the face.
I just remembered, you know what game would be super fun in multiplayer? That I need to play now? What was it, Dead Rising 3, I think? It had vehicles and had some really goofy guns, and it was like way better in multiplayer because it got even goofier.
Well, I mean, you can't. I think you can do multiplayer. You just do co-op though, 2-player co-op.
Oh, okay, so it's not multiplayer.
Because it was transfer over from Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 2 had co-op.
I'd be down with that.
You just can't have like 4 people. You just have you and then one other person.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
And I think
Guys,
second
look,
person,
free water.
It's that scene from the Mad Max Fury Road where they get all the water. They keep like.
I never seen any of the Mad Max movies.
Oh, you should.
You know what we should do
I only
alongside...
know the Witness Me reference.
Yeah, me too. And I played the Mad Max. Oddly enough, I played the Mad Max game. I've already done my my spiel on that. Where it's like, if you do all the if you 100% the game, it feels weird.
The beautiful, the most buxom sponsor of the history of
Oh hell yeah!
They added physics. They pretend that I didn't notice, but
you think they added physics, or
they
was
added
the physics always there?
You know, I think they added it because I feel like I would have noticed that before, but maybe they just never animated her actually walking before. I've never seen her move. Like, she's always behind a thing.
Oh, dude, you're right.
The only reason I know that she even has legs instead of, like, you know, it's just a hovering body or whatever is because, like, when you're at the place, you can, like, sort of hop on top and be like, oh.
This is the peak of Moxie Tech. Moxie physics.
Jiggle physics. That's some like dead. That's like some like Dead or Alive style jiggle physics, man.
Is there? I'm just thinking, like, did what was it? Was there a second? I think Lujack mentioned this. There was a second playthrough where Aaron actually successfully played the Dead or Alive volleyball thing.
Yeah, there was.
You know, it's like a really specific thing that I consider like polish for a weird reason, but yet it somehow worked.
What?
Tan physics. Instead of jiggle physics, it was that every day in that game, your character got very slightly more tan, and it would give you tan lines, depending on what outfit you were wearing the previous day.
That's cool.
That was
Dude.
it was unnecessary or whatever, and yet I consider it like way better polished than like jiggle physics because it actually made sense.
That's
like
next level shit, dude.
Now, in a game like Dead or Alive, actually, yeah, jiggle physics makes a lot of sense because that's kind of the key part of the game. But I really like the concept of like an actual like tan system that like calculates it. Like that's brilliant.
And there's people though people that have like a fetish for that to be like tan lines.
Dude, I love tan lines.
I think it's a brilliant little bit.
Oh man.
Those in the
But yeah, no. What?
Nothing's more badass than treating women with respect. Nice going, Torgue.
Good job, Mr. Torgue. But yeah, back to the Game Grumps thing. Like, they left it for a while, and like, I guess Aaron went on a vacation or something with his wife. They went and did something. Damn, might have been with him. I don't remember. But all I know is Aaron just kind of went away, and then he came back, and then he just like did it. He came back refreshed with like eager eyes and was just like, "Oh, all right, we're gonna do it," and then he did it.
Oh, I did the thing. I've done the crime of checking my menu.
You've committed the sin.
What happened?
Taylor was in a menu.
I just realized that if you made like a Roblox conversion of the entire like series of of this entire like Borderlands, that Moxie's be called like Bloxies. It wouldn't have it wouldn't have any innuendo or anything. It would be completely safe for Roblox, but it'd just be like, oh hi, I'm Bloxy. I'm called that because I'm square.
Ah, dude, I love that.
Now she'll have block physics.
I didn't even.
By the way, my praise for oh, hold on, let me sell some stuff.
I'm buying a mod.
My praise for polish goes both ways though, where I will also get really frustrated when there's polish to something that that was very minor that could have been used somewhere else.
Like what? Like for example?
I'm trying to think. I can only come up with examples of stuff I really liked. I'm thinking about there was a I think it was in this was a weird example in I think it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There's like light refraction through materials for ears. Like the ears will like sort of glow a reddish if the light catches them just right, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But like they got like halfway through that and then stopped. So I think it only applies to your right ear, and that's really weird. Just because I didn't notice the light refraction until I noticed that it was only one ear, and I just have to deal with that. But I do like when a game adds a bit of polish when it comes to like where like if your fingers are in sunlight, they'll actually like glow reddish because of the light refraction. That's so good. I didn't realize how much I needed light reflection until the game Control. What were you gonna say?
Oh, dude.
I don't find it I don't not like it, but I find it very weird, like a weird design choice that seems pointless is like character creation, like extensive character creation in a first-person game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
because you
dumb.
can't fucking see yourself. What are you gonna do? You can only see yourself in like mirrors.
That's why if I was gonna have character creation in a first-person shooter, all the character creation would be like wrist size. It would just be the stuff you see. So like you'd have a bunch of personalizable or a bunch of customizable wristwatches. Stuff that just applies to your hands.
But for example, like games like Cyberpunk or like Skyrim or like the Elder Scrolls games, they can be first person.
Oh wait, cutscene.
The queen of obscene. That girl will make you hurl.
Oh shit!
It's Tina.
She's tiny and she is Tina.
Playtime's over.
She's got one of those tiny
She's a little
sideways
Lena.
masks like they have
She's
in
tiny,
the Japan.
she's Tina, she's such a little Lena.
Yeah, what rhymes with
I don't.
But
I don't know.
But for example, like Elder Scrolls or like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, where it doesn't really matter because let's say, oh yeah, because Elder Scrolls is third person, you can pick third person. Oh yeah, but you're gonna be covered in fucking armor. You're not gonna even see your face or your body.
Yeah, it won't even matter.
Going back to my idea of like make it that the stuff you see is customizable, what about like a thing where certain items that you wear synergize with the armor that you wear? So like no matter what armor you're wearing, you'll always have like a certain color scheme when you put it on. Or like a cool like headband that always shows up on the outside.
Yeah.
We know it's possible.
That's what I thought Anthem was gonna be like. You're like your own customizable fucking like mech suit. It has like it's completely personalized. You have your own mech suit that is completely yours, but that's not how Anthem works.
Yeah, I was excited about Anthem until it came out, and then I was like, I am never gonna spend money on this.
Me with so many games. I was really excited, and then it came out.
That's why I don't buy games like day one anymore.
I don't
I've
buy
only
games.
done that like a few times. One with Last of Us 2, another with Crash Bandicoot 4, even though I haven't actually gotten around to playing it. And I'm probably going to end up doing it with Resident Evil 8 if I can get the spending cash for it.
One game I regretted not buying day one is Doom Eternal and not getting the collector's edition.
Dude,
Are there different
Doom
skins in
Eternal
Doom
is
Eternal?
so
Because I
good.
swear there were.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
There's a
what is it?
unicorn skin that I really want, but you can only
Yeah,
get
the
it through Twitch
unicorn.
Prime, which I can't afford to have.
In the collector's edition, you can get a
Guys,
special
I
skin
want
where it has like fire, like feet. You have like you're on fire most of the time, and you get all the DLC.
I feel
Like,
like
when it
I
comes
just
out.
realized on the list of like skins that would actually make a lot of sense for the Doomslayer, just one where like it makes Doomslayer except you're clearly like Ghost Rider pastiche.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just running through hell like, okay, well, my work was done on Earth, so I'm taking
Dude!
a weekend break
There's
to
a lot
just
of
fight all the
cool, like,
demons in
skins.
hell.
Dude, guys, I need there to be a Doom, Ghost Rider crossover in hell.
Oh, I need that. I need that so bad.
We need
This
a
needs
Ghost
to
Rider.
exist, please,
We need a
God.
Ghost Rider, Doomslayer, Doctor Strange crossover.
What is this?
Oh,
some kind of
dude, yes.
multiverse of madness?
Yeah, because you know Doctor Strange, he's been in fucking hell.
He sold his soul once, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the twist is that like you've got like Doctor Doom is like the big bad, but like he's also kind of not the big bad, where he like figures things out and then like just disappears in the third act. And he's like, "Hey, I figured out what went wrong. Here, you deal with this thing. I'm gonna go be a villain somewhere else." And you're
That's
like,
what
you
I
know
like
what? I
about Dr.
appreciate
Doom.
that because you got a lot of depth.
That's what I like about Doctor Doom, is that, like, he's a villain. He's clearly a villain, but sometimes he's all like, hey, let me help you out. Okay, and I'm gonna be a
Yes.
villain somewhere
I like-
else.
Exactly. That's why I would want. My
Today's not a day for
ideal.
villainy.
My ideal, like, Doctor Doom is one that, like, around the end of the second act is just like, yep, things have gotten pretty wild here. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this big gun for you, and I'm gonna leave, and, it's your problem now.
I don't care what you do about it.
I got some, I gotta go pose for a new Latverian coin collection. Y'all don't think I'm busy, but I am.
Oh yeah, Doctor Doom is definitely one of the best villains in comic books.
Well, he's also kind of a funny villain, because he really likes
He's
being
got
a
range.
villain. Yeah, he's got range. He really likes being a villain, but sometimes
That's
he lets
the-
the mask fall off.
That is the...
Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing about Doctor Doom, is that he's got range from, like, really campy, like, someone who, what's his name would play? Was it Ted? Like,
Adam
someone who, like...
West?
No, like, like, someone, like, sort of almost Tim Curry-esque. Like, he could be really campy and goofy, but, like... Also, like, his spectrum ranges from, like, his spectrum ranges from, like, Silver Age villain of being like, I'm going to turn all these fish green or something, and from that to just, like, a pure force of will. He's just like a villainous John Wick that just goes around doing things regardless of what anyone
I got
does.
the actor. I got the actor, Jack Black.
His range is
love
I'm just
that.
trying to imagine now I'm trying to imagine like Jack Black, but if he went like full serious, like he basically
No.
pulled a hold on, I've got it here.
Okay.
If he pulled like a
I have
Nicolas
movie
Cage,
in my head, but
basically if
What?
he pulled a Nicolas Cage where he's like, look, you're gonna think I'm like I'm silly and stuff. I'm gonna be silly in Silver Age, but also I will go full like Mandy Willy's Wonderland, well more Mandy, and be completely serious.
Yeah, dude, he says nothing in the fucking Wonderworld one with the animatronics.
Yeah, which is
he's
why. Hold
literally
on, did we just
Doom
figure out who to
before
cast?
Doom became a demon slayer.
I just realized we just
Cast
figured out
Nick
we just figured out who to cast for Doctor Doom.
The KHS Doom guy or Doctor Doom?
Dr.
Either.
Doom. We just figured out who to
Either.
cast as Doctor Doom. Nicolas Cage. He's the only guy who
Yeah,
can
man.
pull off that range. He's like.
Dude.
I would love for
uh,
that to be the twist instead of like, you know how like you have the stories where it's like Superman goes from good guy to bad guy. What about like a bad guy who goes from like Silver Age to like really serious because like something got real, or he's like, oh, I was doing like goofy crimes and then suddenly like you escalated to like HBO crimes and now I have to be serious. Like that's the twist where he started out and he's like, oh yeah, I've what's the word? I've hijacked all the radio signals so they play like one song over and over again, and then someone's like, I've kidnapped your wife, and then he's just like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna be serious now. He'd want to do something less obvious than that, though. It would be like I've kidnapped the Fantastic Four, and he's like, oh, okay, and it's like, also I'm gonna boil them or something, and he's like, I guess I gotta go save these guys. I really have to.
But the reason why I say Jack Black, and Jack Black does have range, there's evidence of this. Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Man,
No.
Are you sure?
He was fucking... Yes. He's a completely serious character in that movie, and he plays that character to a T. He's completely serious. He doesn't do any funny shit. He kills fucking insects with his bare fucking hands.
Man,
you're
I
kinda
want to
right.
believe you, dude.
You're kind of right, but that's not precisely how I remember him.
No. Have you seen that movie recently?
Not recently, no.
No, you should see that movie, especially for the crevice scene when they're in
No,
like, with
I
the
promise. I told
bugs.
myself I'd never have to watch that again.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. I forgot that was made by Peter Jackson. Wait,
Peter
is this
Jackson's
like a...
King Kong.
Oh my god.
Now it
dude.
has to differentiate between the Kong Skull Island and
The funny
and Peter
thing,
Jackson's King Kong.
the funny thing is that like, I wonder how you could find a balancing point between Peter Jackson's King Kong and the themes of Kong Skull Island, where it's like, because you're supposed to, one of the main themes, Peter Jackson's King Kong was like, just like, this island is completely hostile and full of weird monsters, and they'll all kill you.
Yeah.
But the themes of the overall MonsterVerse is, oh, here's something, like the best example is the big bug that looks like a log, where a guy's like, ah, and then the bug's like, ah, and he shoots the bug, and the bug just seems like sad and like just stumbles away. Like, it's not even like, it's not a threat or anything, it's just a bug. And that's like a key theme of the MonsterVerse, is that like there are big monsters, but the majority of them are just large animals that like are dangerous if you're natural prey.
Yeah.
And I really like that, so I wonder how those two would actually mix, because Peter Jackson would be like, what if we had a big bug? And it's like, I don't know, does it just straight up like go sicko mode, or is it like an actual bug? Oh,
I
what
think
am I
Peter Jackson's
doing out
King
here?
Kong is a good example of like a movie that is really grimdark.
It is. It really
Guys.
is.
Like the
I don't
moment
know
they
where you
step
guys
on Skull
are. I'm a
Island,
little lost, and I'm
But
sorry.
the moment-
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I'm
the
gonna
too.
moment they
go
step
towards
on
Jet.
Skull Island, they're like, yeah, everything's reacting to us, and it's reacting to us very violently.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, I just watched Godzilla King of Monsters. I've decided that
Same.
I'm just gonna watch the monster movies backwards.
Why?
Because I've never seen either of them, and the
And then I'm
first
gonna-
one I saw was Godzilla vs. Kong. So I decided to just go backwards because they're monster movies, and I don't really care enough about the plot to go from beginning to end.
I'm going towards Jet.
Oh yeah, and I saw that recently, the Godzilla vs. Kong recently, and
Dude, it's so good.
It's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's really good. The one thing, and you know what? I'm gonna put spoilers out there. Godzilla kicks the shit out of Kong.
Yeah, he does.
But then they
dude.
team up against a threat. I'm not gonna say what threat
Yeah,
it is.
a threat who is just like a whole new power level, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's so good. And
I
Chong
didn't
has
expect
like a
that.
magic radiation axe.
Yeah.
A magic radiation axe.
I like how the funniest thing about that is how like the fandom figured out what it was, like the like immediate frame that the trailer came out. They're like, oh, that's clearly a dorsal plate from a Godzilla species mounted with leather attached to a leg bone of one of the Muchos. And they never mention it in the movie, but like everyone knows. It's the only leg bone that glows red like that, and it's the only pointy thing that glows blue like that.
I think that's what I like about the Godzilla like kaiju fandom is that like the movies don't explain this to them, but they just find something to be like, yeah, that's how that works.
And I really appreciate, shout out to all the people all the creative folks who like put in the what is it, the lore and stuff in like the comics that becomes like marginally like just gets into the margins of the fandom where it's like, oh, you're a fan of the MonsterVerse? Name all the comics. There's only like 3 or so, but they do help provide some context.
Right.
You know, now that I think about it, we were never given a maximum size of a Kong species. Like, do we know if he'll just keep growing and then he'll just be like, I can take on
Dude.
Godzilla?
What
Take a
if Kong
Godzilla
and
with.
Godzilla both kept growing?
Well, that's the funny thing is that we know that the Godzilla species can grow because of the giant skull in the Kong cave, but we don't know how much bigger Kong gets. But the real question is, does Kong continue to grow at his rate? Because Godzilla species will live like millions of years, and Kong was born like basically back in the 50s, maybe the 60s. No, 40s or 50s, I think. Which means that technically, like, he's gonna outgrow Godzilla like in the next like 10 years. Like, if he keeps growing, he will just outgrow Godzilla.
And then we'll have Godzilla versus Kong 2.
Yeah, dude.
Just runs out of enemies. He becomes too big.
Okay, you know one thing that really gets me about the lore though is that like
how'd you guys get?
They're like, okay, Godzilla and King Kong's rivalry goes back to ancient times when their ancestors fought. I'm like, okay, but Godzilla's clearly like a few centuries older than Kong, so like, how fucking long do these guys live for?
That's the thing. I don't think we know how long Kong species live, but because Godzilla species live so long, I think it's fair to say that Kong species has a much shorter lifespan and reproduces more often.
You think so?
Yeah, and that because we know that when he had parents and he was born and then his parents died, which means that there are basically two adult Kongs within like the lifespan of another human. And we know that Godzilla was just basically taking a nap for a really long time. The only other, they don't really firmly establish this because of the camera shots, but the giant skeleton that they find in, I think it's the original Godzilla, the one that's got the where the Muto hatches, that actually is another member of Godzilla's species.
And then there's Shin Godzilla, which is just a Godzilla.
Not Godzilla. He's a different Godzilla.
Like, it's not the Godzilla. It's just a Godzilla.
And I like Shin Godzilla because he's less like a kaiju from the MonsterVerse and more like an SCP, where like he's just a weirdo who just like sloughed in from the ocean and was like, why do I exist? And he just kept evolving and never stopped evolving. And like the end of the movie is where like even they still couldn't kill him, and he became his like next form was gonna be like basically like little Godzilla humanoids that take over the world. Like that is so cool. So, like that's the funny thing is that Shin Godzilla would have straight up just ended any world that he shows up on because he's like the Godzilla mixed with the hard to kill reptile or Doomsday, where like at the end of the day he'll just adapt and keep living, which is very cool.
Nuts.
But just means that he's not built for sequels.
Right.
What I like the most is that like we're gonna get to a point where we have all the classic like Godzilla like monsters in the movies. We have like Destroyer, we have Gigan, we have
yeah, I hope so.
We have like Mecha Godzilla 2. We have
Giggle, can you join me there?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Gamera?
Yeah, Gamera.
No, not Gamera. He's not in the Godzilla like group at all. He's a whole
Okay,
different
but
thing.
can he be though?
I mean, if the two
was
groups
Kong
agree.
either before they decided to mash them together?
That's true.
I mean,
that is
yeah,
true.
but their crossover was like decades ago, whereas like the Gamera team is like no. But hey, it's possible.
Gamera's like the Waluigi of this situation. It's like, hey, can I exist? You could, but you won't.
No, Gamera is like
Fucking,
the better example is like Gamera would be like the Chaotix, like what's his name, the alligator, where it's like yeah we'll do a crossover.
Vector and
Yeah, Vector the alligator, where it's like we could do a crossover, but like he's last on the list for some reason because we don't want to.
We got
someone
fucking,
who actually like part of the group that owns Gamera is like, you're really misrepresenting us. We really wanted to a crossover. We wanted to for like 30 years. Who knows?
Make Gamera part of the Monsterverse. Hashtag make Gamera part of the Monsterverse.
But we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have all the classic Godzilla monsters, and they're all gonna fucking fight, and then we're gonna have Godzilla.
Dude, Monsters Endgame.
Well, no, we already had that. We actually already had that already. It was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, I think.
No, that's the game.
Or well, no, that was actually a movie.
Oh no, I was thinking of the game that had the same
no,
name.
Final Wars. Final Wars.
Something like that, maybe.
No, it is.
I would love.
That's a movie.
Here's the thing. If I was gonna set up more MonsterVerse stuff, I'd make sure that none of those kaiju that we added in King of the Monsters were wasted. Cause like Titanus, Behemoth, and Scylla, and all those other guys, those don't show up in those guys don't
Godzilla
even.
versus Kong.
Yeah, they don't even show up, which is weird because like even like King of the Monsters had a giant dead Muto head, like they didn't forget that Mutos existed. Heck,
we'll do a Final Wars Godzilla Final Wars situation where we'll get all the kaijus that we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
And
hold on a minute. Guys, hold on a minute. Derek was trying to say something. What's up?
Oh.
So, I'm gonna jump off. I have to take my happy, funny-looking ass to work. You guys should be wrapping up here in a moment because it's almost 9:30. I'll stream with you guys tomorrow.
All right,
so
Derek.
I'm out.
See
Love
ya.
you, man. Have a good night at work.
It's Jack in the Box. It's never a good night.
Come on, man.
This is the dollar store. How dank could it be?
Exactly. Alright, guys, later.
Good night.
All right, later.
But what I was saying was, we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have all of them, and we're gonna have, you know, a giant Final Wars kind of situation where they all fucking fight.
What the fuck is this monstrosity?
They definitely really reused the skins. Motor Mama.
Motor
Burns
Mama,
rubber.
I forgot about her. She's
a mouse.
It's just a fucking
Dead
reskin
Ryzen,
Ellie.
reskin looking, Dead Ryzen vehicle using. Did her vehicle
Come on,
just
Motor Mama,
immediately
punish
explode?
me. Make me badass.
Okay. Aw. She died before we heard her intro.
Well said. Your kind words are appreciated.
Okay,
I love you so much.
so here's a fun fact. What is it? Toho?
Thanks,
No.
Chad.
It's Toho, right? Wait. I'm gonna feel really silly if that's the wrong name. But the folks who own the Godzilla franchise, basically, they a while back they bought up the license for Zilla, the American Godzilla, the dumb one, specifically so they could just have Zilla show up in things and get wrecked by Godzilla, which makes sense. They're just like, this is an inferior.
That happened in Godzilla Final Wars.
Both in movie and comic form, yes. It even shows up in, supposedly it shows up in the Godzilla anime, which for some reason nobody's review of the Godzilla anime has any clips, which I'm guessing is either because they're very careful to scrub all of its existence off the internet, or people just have watched it but they don't actually record any of it. I don't know. But it makes me grumpy because like whenever I hear lore, I'm like, I need to see this. I need to see like the moment where a character's like, oh yeah, and then Zilla showed up, and then Godzilla wrecked Zilla. I do like how the funny thing is the anime made me realize something about Zilla, which is that Zilla has one unique trait that gives it an edge over almost every other kaiju. Which is that Zilla has the abilities that it had in the movie, which includes that it lays eggs. It's one of the few kaiju that has a relatively short reproduction time, which means that if it's not, like, destroyed before it reproduces, it could just take over the world. Which
and
is
apparently
really
it,
cool.
Makes, like a bunch of them. Like,
yeah, it makes, like, a whole horde. Yeah, and they'll eat all your popcorn. Or whatever that gag was. Y'all remember the Godzilla movie?
Yeah.
But yeah, it could just make it, and its babies are like the size of like a, I don't know, like a little
Velociraptor.
like yeah, bigger than a velociraptor, but smaller than like an allosaurus. But yeah, they're big old theropods, so that would have been neat. That's a really cool concept.
And apparently, and what we've seen in the Godzilla movies is that Godzilla like is a really slow mater. He only has like one son.
True. I was gonna say that we know that we only know of one other like Godzilla, and that's Dagon, the bones that you see.
Wait, is Dagon part of the MonsterVerse? I thought that was a Lovecraftian thing.
The name is
Dagon the
Lovecraftian.
Destroyer?
The name is Lovecraftian, but it's just sort of a jokey joke name that they gave to the giant skeleton. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Giant sea creature, the name of Dagon. Sure, why not?
Huh. Hey, how close are we to beating this? Does anyone know?
I think actually we might be really close.
Is Borderlands even real? Does anyone know?
Could we beat this in one go? Because I know we could have done that with Captain Scarlet, because that one only took like an hour and a half.
I'm following Jet because Jet probably knows where to go. Jet, your animation looks so funny.
Do y'all want to keep going?
Yes. I want to keep going.
Yes. Okay, let's keep going.
Taylor, I think you used the wrong yes. Yes.
Yeah? No, it's gotta be that. Yes.
Remember in
Is that an Aurora Borealis?
Remember in early Borderlands 2 when we figured out that like if you are within if you're aggroed by a bandit, they can throw like almost any distance. So they can actually hit you as long as you're not moving. They can hit you with like a saw blade axe thing from like 2 football fields away. Yeah.
What do you think they do all day? What do you think they do all day?
Yeah, that's just practice.
Yeah, practice.
What's this? The Vault Hunter is breaking into Torgue security. What a renegade! A renegade cop who no play by nobody's rules until the commissioner assigns him a talking robot dog for a burger.
I mean, they're bandits. They're not really bad at their job. You just are super awesome.
A talking dog robot. Thursdays at 9. Thanks, Torgue.
Is that an actual reference to something?
I think it's a reference to like the entire concept of like goofy variants of what's the word? Buddy cop like genre. He's a cop that don't play by no rules until he's assigned a what the heck? He's assigned a buddy. I was just gonna melee you. I don't even care.
I can breathe fire.
Nice. You can Naruto run, but you cannot Naruto hide.
Guys, I got Nirvana going on my Spotify right now, and it's fucking great.
Like
kinda
what?
Smells like...
What are you listening to?
Right now,
like
it's Come As You Are. Oh. It's Come As You Are right now, and it's dope as fuck.
There was a Vine. There's a classic Vine out there that's this like girl at like she's in some corner of a store that's got the scented candles. And there's one that's just called like Nirvana, and she's like, smells like Teen Spirit. Which is even funnier now that I know that Teen Spirit was a perfume. So like it comes full circle.
Yeah. It's 100%.
Oh, yeah, you watched our stream.
Yeah. Taylor absorbed all the music facts that I was throwing out there.
Yeah, our music coincast.
Yeah. Maybe I should do more of that. Maybe people will learn something.
I just want...
Dude, I would love if we could just have whole episodes dedicated to, like, music.
We needed a game that's really, like, mechanically satisfying and easy to play, so we just, like, talk about music stuff while we're playing it.
Yeah, man.
Because I need something to keep my hands busy to like just like jump around.
Well,
anything that involves parkour.
I was thinking we could start streaming Got Pilgrim vs. the World when we're done with like Dying Light and this game.
Yeah, I'll get that like when I get paid next time.
because that's just like a fun side scroller or beat 'em up game.
Though I don't know how I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna play it, or oh
not
yeah,
gonna
I
play
was
it.
thinking of. Well, no, I'm not gonna play it like next week because I'm gonna be busy because I'm moving. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah,
I'm helping you with that.
Save your life.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're helping me
I
with
didn't
that.
save your life. Did I just get a blood
Oh, and
decal?
because of that, I might not stream. I think Wednesday and Thursday. I might. I don't know.
Get in.
Get
I am in.
I get it now. There's nothing to get
in.
into and nothing to get out of. Go watch Midnight Gospel if you can, and if you can't, DM me. I know the secret pass that the dwarves use.
Oh my god, Dreadstein!
I think I might be able to stream Wednesday, but by Thursday and Friday, I might stream Friday if I get all my shit unpacked.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. But definitely not Thursday. Because then I'll have all my shit all packed.
Okay, so wait, Giggle, can you explain Come As You Were to me? Does that song have a meaning?
It does, but all it is just...
Wait. Who's tapping in the background?
Oh, it's me.
Can you tap in a regular rhythm?
Oh, can I tap in an irregular rhythm?
Yeah, give us a rhythm.
Okay, go.
All night long. Get a little higher.
That's not a rhythm. What was going on
I don't know
there?
how the lyrics go.
No, not you. I meant the rhythm. It was whack.
Oh, I messed it up. Wait.
I follow my
No,
heart.
no, that
Unfortunately, I have
rhythm is
arrhythmia.
fuck.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that's sad.
Unfortunately, I don't have a drum set, so...
You seen that song "Ain't Got No Rhythm" from Phineas and Ferb?
Ain't got no rhythm.
No.
Uh,
Wait, so can you explain Come As You Are to me?
yeah,
Like, Come As
explain
You
that.
Are is basically, like, just be yourself. Don't sacrifice like who you are based on like everybody else's opinions on you, which is contradictory because in Drain You there's a lyric that's like, I don't care what you think about me unless it's about me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, my brain hurts
I don't
now.
oh no, I don't care what you think unless it's about me.
Guys, I have big gun.
Huh.
I found big gun.
But no, that
Maybe
is what
both
comes you. And
are
there is
true.
also like lyrics about heroin use, like soaked in bleach, it's covered in mud.
Yeah.
It's really accurate too. Can't
As
seem to hit that
I
buzzer though.
want you to be.
Where is it?
God damn,
Oh, okay, they blew me up.
So that lyric is kind of like him being like, oh well, somebody's gonna want me to be who they want me to be, and not who I want to be. You know?
I get it.
Yeah, see, Luja gets it.
I get it.
Not every single Nirvana song has a meaning. I mean, even they say themselves that it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
And most
I
songs
don't always have a
covered
meaning
this.
in my songs, but when I do, they have a lot of meaning.
Yeah. I don't know.
reminds-
Spin another one. Spin another one. Be like, oh, what does that song mean?
It's like pull the other one,
Yeah.
but you spin the other one.
Yeah.
If the chorus sounds like cold.
I love the. Did you know that there's someone out there who did like a reaction from their foreign grandma who doesn't speak
Oh yeah, I
English?
saw that one.
That was next
video.
level. I
It was
appreciate that.
So good. Oh my god. That grandma has no idea how big she was. Okay, so we're definitely supposed to go through here, right? Because I see no other pathway. How do even? How do even?
How do even?
Okay,
How do
Blue Jack, do
you
you see these
even?
robot legs?
No.
You see robot legs that are? They should be right where I'm standing, like I'm in them right now.
No.
That's very odd. Oh, cool. I
Wait,
can see
hang on.
inside.
Let me look at the stream. Back up a little bit. Oh, I see it on the stream, but it's
back it
not
up.
popping up for me.
All right, now you try to get into the robot legs. Right, there. There you go.
Did I make it?
Bring the hurt.
No. But, at least we got to see the inside of some robot legs, which is really cool.
Oh, dude, that's so whack, man.
Whack. Wiggity whack.
When I find a stick in Breath of the Wild, whack. Man, I had a lot of fun with Breath of the Wild. The start of it feels really dire because like you have like what's the word? Like you don't have a lot of tools and you don't have a lot of tools to get more tools. So it feels very stressful. But then once you reach some kind of equilibrium, you're like, "Oh, I know how to play this game now."
The world also seems kind of smaller than it actually is because it hasn't opened up yet, like literally.
How the heck do you get over there? Am I supposed to just like clip through? Just jump on the side here? Jet, how did you get over there?
Jet, help!
List
Follow
of...
the
Jet,
trail.
help!
I just thought of like... Are you... Oh, you're a hologram. Oh, he's doing a kata.
Jet.
Oh, you're right. They
hold
put
up.
Bro, they put an invisible wall just so we couldn't get up there. That makes me grumpy.
Wait,
Alright,
what?
I'm-
How did you go? Where was it?
I wish y'all
Where'd
would
you
look
go?
at the damn map.
Guys, where did you go? I couldn't find it. Oh, there.
Man, I wish this
Barrett.
map wasn't covered, you know, like covered with fucking black shit all over it.
It's the fog of war.
The fog of war.
Fog of war.
I would
That's what it's
love to know
called.
where I'm going.
I'm
In
going
order to
this way,
clear
'cause
this
I-
fog and get revenge for your family, you must play this ridiculously large harp!
Blue Jack, I know what our mod is gonna be for a new level of Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, I don't
That's-
even know what that
that's-
game is, but yes.
Friday,
You don't know that game? What?
Friday
What?
Night Funkin' is a I think it's relatively recent, but it sort of exploded lately. It's a rhythm game that's got a whole lot of appeal to it. Like it's just really nice looking, and it's a rhythm game with 4 keys. You know, like a DDR or what have you, except with your fingers. And
Right.
am I supposed to go all the way up here with the heck?
Well,
but,
with the heights and such.
But I was thinking about like how people make a lot of their. That looks important. All right. I guess I was supposed to do that.
Oh, it's like a side
People
mission.
have made a lot of their own like custom levels, and some of them are really popular. And so like that would be one of them. Is just like a challenge where you're playing music against like a very stylized like Newgrounds style Kratos who's just got a big harp.
He's playing
so
that harp
stuck.
that was in fucking God of War 3.
Yeah,
The big
that's the
one.
joke.
The giant one.
Yeah, that's the
Dude.
joke. Is that
Dude.
so they like activate like a gate or something. It's like, oh yeah, it's activated by this big harp, and he's just
Oh my
grumpily like,
God.
I guess I have to play this big harp.
And another funny thing would to make all his like arrows into PlayStation buttons.
Oh my god, dude. became
You're
God
not
of War
pressing
for
those
this.
buttons. He is, so it doesn't even matter.
I became God of War for this.
Lou Jack, what if we gotta add that to the list of like funny like ways of subverting expectations in games. Have it that like there's a moment of self-awareness where it's like, oh, here's a really difficult thing, and it looks like it's gonna be a quick time event or rhythm game, but it's like, oh, but this character's really good at it, so you don't have to press as many buttons. Have you, if you haven't played the game, I think it's called like press space. What is it? I think it's like press space to win or something. But it's a game that like goes through all the stages of a classic old-timey RPG, but you only press space. And it's kind of brilliant because it goes through all of the motions of like, you'll go to this place and you'll fight this many enemies, and then you get this item, and then you equip that item. But it's like press space to open menu, press space to equip item, press space to heal. Like, and it's so like it's very like postmodern because it's like the game the game is sort of instead of a game with the illusion of choice, there's just no illusion. I don't know how to get through here. I'm very
man,
sad.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like what is it? The DLC game or something? I forget what it's called. Where you have to buy everything in that game, like virtual currency.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
it's a game where you upgrade everything, and
Yeah.
even I like how it's like everything is upgradable, including the menus. So the game itself isn't about the mini game you play for money. The mini game is part of the cycle, where the mini game gives you monies, and use monies to upgrade the meta game, and that's what you're actually like working towards, is make the meta game more interesting.
Yeah.
And man, I love how the music is upgradable, and at the start there's like no music, and you upgrade it, and the lowest level of music is just someone going, long pause, and just like a long pause. There's no rhythm to it. It's really bad. Like that's the only game that had that. Like, there's probably someone out there who's like deep memories have just been reawoken. They're like, I remember that Flash game because it's the only game that had just someone making like grumbling noises in the background as the music. Also, the tutorial like AI person can be upgraded to be nicer. They're
Dude,
just
that's
a jerk.
amazing.
They just start out as kind of a jerk and don't explain anything. It was very meta, and I really liked it.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
There was that's on my list of like Flash games that like had some really cool concepts to them. There's some Flash games that like I consider like sort of masterpieces because like they'll have a lot of really cool art or really cool themes or some combination, like the Sunny 1 and 2. But there's some that like did a specific thing really well, and that's what made them so fun. Like there was one that was relatively hello. There was one that was relatively simple in mechanics, but had a really cool vibe to it. It was called like Balloon in a Rainstorm, or Balloon in a Thunderstorm, I think. And it's where you're just a guy who's in a hot air balloon, and you're traveling from one place to another, and you get shot down, and it's one of those like surviving waves of enemies while upgrading a thing and trying to repair your balloon. And whenever you're not shooting, you should be repairing your balloon, and then between waves you upgrade your stuff. It was a solid game. Nice.
I think that concept though has been happening like in Flash games before, like in that one, or I think there was another game called like Upgrade the Game, where it was just like a.
I think that's
like
what
a
I was
bullet-
talking about.
Yeah, like a bullet hell kind of game, but you have to upgrade all the fucking menus.
Yeah, that was. I think that's what it was. Upgrade the game. Oh, I just remembered one I was going to mention.
Guys, gather at the rally point.
So there are, and you know that the genre had reached a new point because it had a parody. So the original of the genre is just straight up platformer, except what makes it make more sense is that all the little squares or whatever have personalities or purposes. So kind of like a Thomas Was Alone situation. Piston Promise.
Huh.
But someone made a parody of that style of game called Pretentious Game, where it had all the mechanics, but like the joke was that it was very I don't know, I guess just pretentious, where it's like I was in a relationship at one point, but it seems like we were always at odds with each other, and then you would play a level where when you move left they move right, and so on. Like, just straight up, that's the puzzle. And it worked really well because it was just a parody of the genre before, where everything was very serious.
Huh. That sounds delightful.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't played Thomas Was Alone, I recommend it. It's pretty fun.
I have not, but I would like to.
Sorry, Torgue, but I'm much better at doing the blow-by-blow commentaries for these fights.
Too obvious.
Tonight's fight is between Flyboy and the Vault Hunter. Blowjobs.
Subtle. You know, Torgue should be great at using innuendo, because he's the one with all the guns named after innuendos.
I think that's the joke.
We're ready to start! Flyboy versus the Vault Hunter! Fight! Holy
okay.
Some huge goddamn airship just murdered Flyboy!
You know, I was about to say he was immediately gonna die, but I didn't think it was from a blimp.
I thought it was just gonna be from us, but you know.
Also, I am very grumpy that when he said, like, oh, this narration thing is a one-time deal, Moxie should have been like, yeah, it's always a it's always a one-night stand. There you go. There's your innuendo. Give me some money, Mr. Torgue.
Give me some Torgue coins.
Torgue coins?
I need those Torgue coins to get the Torgue weapons.
Investing in Torgue
You need a lot
coin.
of them. You really just need like a lot of them.
Yeah, I never bothered with it.
Well, they're not even up to our level.
I'm bunny hopping this bitch.
Jeez, where are you guys?
I'm bunny hopping this bitch is where I'm at.
I don't want to be over there.
Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop.
To the right.
Why is bunny hopping so satisfying?
So
It's
for some
it's
reason,
the need of being in the air by also being on the land at the same time.
so I've been getting updates from Pizza Hut, which is the only targeted ad I've ever got that, like, you know, made sense. Because I'm like, oh, I'd actually like pizza, thanks. They've been like, bro, we got large pizza for like $11.99 or whatever. I'm like, you've been texting me this message like once a day, every day for like a week, and every time I'm like, ooh, you got me. I really like it. I haven't had that much pizza, but just every time I'm like, you know, that's such a good deal, though. Man.
Hey, come talk to Moxie.
You know what Pizza Hut is for you? Pizza Hut is your booty call, or he's trying to booty call you just to be like, hey, you know, we got a large
Pizza Hut is me with that 2-panel comic of
Vegas, talk to
Bilbo Baggins, who's like, why not?
You know what to do, sugar.
All right, let's do this. Are we about to beat this?
We could.
Dude, you know, I love Pizza Hut. I love their stuffed crust. It is my favorite pizza joint.
The funniest thing is that I swear Pizza Huts must be vastly different in other states because System Mastery. Shout out to System Mastery. They're in, I don't know, somewhere in California. That narrows it down. But they're like, I remember them being like, all right, so like you got like this pizza and that pizza, and then Little Caesars is like super cheap, but like it's also super cheap. And then you've got, and like Pizza Hut is like meh, it's not very good. And I'm like, you know, there must be vastly different standards for Pizza Hut. Because, like, where I come from, they always make it really well, which means that just, like, if you went to, I don't know, whatever place in California they are, you order pizza, and they just do not care. And it's like, guys, you have the same technology. You're not reaching your potential.
It's funny, recently, my sister and I refer to Little Caesars as, like, trash pizza, because it's like, it's basically cardboard. But it's like also kind of a guilty pleasure thing of ours because we actually really love them. I just can't eat their crusts. So like recently we were both she was like, hey, we're going to be going out today.
Why not get stuffed crust? Do they have stuffed crust?
No. It's Little Caesars, of course not. So we were out like shopping and she was like, hey, we're going to be out today. You want to just get some trash pizza? I was like, yeah, man, we'll get some trash pizza. I could eat some trash pizza right now.
Little Caesars, the choice of raccoons.
They're basically the McDonald's of pizza, but I'll actually eat them.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like basically a while back, I had like This was like when I was like a kid. I had McDonald's and I had a huge stomachache, and I was like, you know, maybe this isn't right for me, and I just stopped having McDonald's. And then over time, I had more reasons, but.
But now it's time I fought you in
You know, it's funny because like as a kid, I like lived off of Big Macs because they were so delicious. And then I got older, and like a year ago, or like a year or two ago, sometime in my 20s, I was at Park Place, and for whatever reason, and I was just like, I haven't had a Big Mac since I was like in middle school. I wonder if it still holds up, and it didn't. And the fries were awful.
Really?
Those fries are so bad. They're so bad. They're the worst fries I've ever had.
That's where you got them In-N-Out fries.
I like In-N-Out. In-N-Out's nice.
I'm mad at In-N-Out because they don't make chicken nuggets. They have the confidence of a burger joint that doesn't serve chicken nuggets, and I don't like them for that.
You can't fake that kind of confidence.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion. In-N-Out not serving chicken nuggets is like coffee shops not having Wi-Fi. It means that when someone's like, "Oh, you want to get some food?" We're like, "Sure." And they're like, "What about In-N-Out?" It's like, "Guess I'm not getting food then."
Guys, did we just beat this DLC?
I believe we did.
A little bit, yeah.
Roll credits.
Oh my god, I can't believe we blew through that.
Alright, now I'm going to bed. Bye, guys.
Okay,
Oh,
bye.
good night, Jet. Hang on, we gotta watch these credits.
Calm down, Torgue. You've got other things to worry about, like giving me your arena so I don't tell your stockholders about this little tournament.
How the fuck am I supposed to know that illegal off-world death matches are illegal?
Sugar, I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Oh no, Torgue's gonna get so used and left out to dry.
I think he likes it that way.
Moxie, don't be mean to Torgue.
I think he likes it that way. If he's gonna name all his fucking guns after Into Windows, this is what's gonna happen.
Maybe that's why. She just got control of the company.
Abandoned our struggle, guys!
Yeah, we saw that. But, yeah, if, what, Moxie just got a hold of the Torgue, like, production team, is all, like, slap some papers on the table. Alright, we're gonna put dicks in our guns.
I want guns shaped like dicks. Dildo guns, people.
It's better than the other way around.
I mean, yeah.
Guns in our dicks?
No thanks.
Obviously. Do you not shove guns up your dick?
You know what, though? No, I'm not gonna say it on stream. It's kind of gross.
No, don't be gross. So thank you so much for joining
gross.
us. Thank you for joining us this lovely evening. I've been Taylor.
I've been Lou Jack.
And I've been Giggle.
And I can't believe we blew through that.
Yes, it was a fun time.
Jet is beautiful as always. I want to give him a kiss. He's all the way in Missouri.
I am in Missouri.
Ain't nobody that can comfort me.
And man, it's been a good time. Something playing
Dark Side.
something Dark Side.
Dark Side of the
I
Moon.
love that moment in the Snyder Cut where. What?
Oh wait.
Oh. I like that part in the Snyder Cut where Steppenwolf is like, "Hey, Darkseid, a little update," and he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Look, we found one of the things, but we haven't found one of the other things." And he's like, "Keep looking for the things." He's like, "All right." And then later in the movie, he's like, "Hey, Darkseid, we found the other thing, but we're still looking for the third thing." And he's like, "Keep looking for the thing." And he's like, "All right." That
Dude,
scene was
spoilers. I haven't seen the Snyder Cut yet.
It's not a spoiler. It's very very much there.
He tells Steppenwolf, "Oh yeah, go get the thing." I'm like, "Oh, I'll get the thing." He comes back with the thing. It's clobbering time.
Have you found this? Now that would be a twist.
It's clobbering time, motherfucker.
That's the thing, though. Is that like the funny thing is
That's
that
the
like
thing?
hold on. The funny thing about it
Hey,
is that like
the thing. It's clobber time. How you doing?
the funniest thing about it is how like I wouldn't remove that many scenes. I would just trim them down because so many of the scenes are just way too dang long. And I'm like, well, if so many of these scenes can be half the length, then we could trim this 4-hour movie down to a 2-hour movie. It's just that Zack didn't want to do it. He's like, no,
Zack Snyder was
I
all
want to
like,
linger on this shot of Aquaman walking into the ocean for like 10 more seconds, please. It's important to the story, just like it's important that I have another scene that Steppenwolf explaining that he needs to find the third box later in the movie when he said that he was looking for the second box. Yeah. Which is funny, because, like, the funniest thing is that, like, there's straight up, like, new scenes and better takes. And I'm like, that's really cool. So my whole thing is, like, this could have been a 2-hour movie, and it just doesn't need to be 4 hours. Except my favorite part is that you don't need to be like, oh, we'll just cut half the scenes and it'll be, like, garbage. It's like, no, you just need to cut all the scenes halfway. Cut out the last, like, the last bits, where it's like, Steppenwolf can be like, we found the second box. We're looking for the third. Cool, thanks. This could have been an email.
Zack Snyder just wants to have that on his resume to be like, yeah, I made the Justice League better. Yeah, I made the Justice League better. You're welcome.
I mean, who wouldn't want that on their resume?
The funniest thing about the Justice League Snyder cut being better is that, if anything, it's instead of being like, oh, Zack Snyder's good now, it's like, no, Zack Snyder made it made sense, which means that it's even funnier that it means that Joss Whedon just didn't know how to make a movie at all, and they still hired him.
Oh my god.
Like, there's some takes that are like 1-to-1, but he chose a worse take. Anyway, it's hilarious. It's pretty funny. Don't be the guy who chooses the shot where the janitor is not surprised by a demon in the bathroom. And those are the credits. So thanks for joining us, and so on and so forth. We've been Peepolorians, and I'm saying good night.
Good night. Love it.